Over the course of the next 9 minutes, I'm going to show you how fence contractors, just like yourself, are able to rank on the first page of search, in the top of Google Maps, and now in search results for places like ChatGPT and Perplexity, utilizing these three tactics: local SEO, on-page SEO, and off-page SEO. If you're interested in getting a dedicated SEO evaluation for your own website, just fill out our free SEO evaluation report. But in the meantime, let's see how contractors are able to get to the first page of search for a term like fence contractor in Baltimore, Maryland. Using the term fence contractor in Baltimore, Maryland as our example, let's first break down what you're actually seeing when you type that search result in Google. Right here we have what is called Google Guaranteed or Google Local Service Ads, and that's a form of Google pay-per-click. You then have the first two slots also being Google AdWords or traditional pay-per-click campaigns. After that, you get yourself into what is called the Google 3-pack, and that's controlled by an element of what we call local SEO, and that's what I'm highlighting right here. And then there's the first 8 slots of a Google search result, and that's controlled by elements of what I call on-page SEO and off-page SEO. I'm first going to cover on-page SEO since I think that's what most small business owners associate search engine optimization with. And since we're talking about fence contractors today, everybody has to deal with them. So we're going to take a look at Superior Fence and Rail and figure out what they're doing from an on-page SEO perspective to get their website ranking. So one of the things that I like to do when trying to evaluate a company's on-page SEO is to simply take their website's domain, go back to Google and type in site : and then enter the website address. Here, we're going to see all the pages that Google has currently indexed and is including in its search ranking reports for their website. So typically, websites that are performing well with search engine optimization have a dedicated keyword for every page of their website. In this situation, Superior Fence and Rail has definitely done that. For instance, when we take a look at their main Baltimore page, you can see that they have the search term fence company in Baltimore listed in their meta tag title. It's also listed in their meta description. And then when you go throughout the content of the website itself, you can also see it there. And I think that's what separates good websites from bad websites. It's their ability to understand that you have one keyword per page, that one keyword needs to be listed again in the meta tag title, the meta description, and then the content of the website itself. Here we can go and look at like one of their landing pages for Westminster, Maryland, and we could see the exact same search result. We could see that they have their SEO keyword listed in their H1 title tag on the page. They have it listed here in the first paragraph, and then a couple more times throughout the text itself. And then if we go back through and take a look at that, again, you can see it in their meta tag title and their meta description. The fence contractors that are able to have a keyword for every service that they offer in every town and city that they perform work within are the ones that are going to get to the first page of search more often than not. Now, that's on-page SEO. There are 2 other ways to help get your website to the first page of search, and the next one I want to focus on is the local SEO and the Google 3-pack. This is primarily where you're going to generate the most amount of clicks to your website, contact form submissions, and phone calls. So how do you get your website there? One of the things that, again, I like to do is just search your business's telephone number or your competitor's telephone number to see what they're doing. In this case, I'm going to take a look at Abbey Fence and Deck Company with 133 reviews. So Googling their telephone number, what we see here on the right-hand side is their Google business profile and what I'll call their knowledge panel. Now, as a small business owner, there's a couple things that we want you to take advantage of when managing your Google business profile. First and foremost, understanding that reviews are going to be the thing that separate the best websites from, the great websites. Now, when it comes to reviews, one thing to keep in mind is you do need to respond to both positive and negative reviews. But in the absence of reviews, as somebody that's just starting out, or maybe somebody that doesn't have a lot of work coming in at the moment, here are a couple things that we also want you to consider. First, the ability to upload photos consistently to your profile. Now, we're not just saying upload any photo from your phone and just kind of like upload it to the Google business profile. It's very important that you take this one step that separates yourself from others. Before uploading that photo, make sure to name it an SEO-friendly keyword. In this case, this could have been a great one for like privacy fence installation in Baltimore or wood fence installation in Baltimore. Then, by uploading that to the Google business profile, that provides Abbey Fence and Deck with an SEO keyword in their photos themselves. And the more photos that you have and the more photos that you have that have an SEO-friendly keyword, the easier it is to rank. Now, there's a couple other things that we're not seeing necessarily on this profile, but we want you to be aware of too. The second one would be Google Business Profile posts. So similar to Facebook or Instagram, the more engagement you have with your business profile, the easier it is to find. So the Google Business Profile is a great way to go ahead and provide your customers with updates on the business, whether that's before and after project that you just recently completed, maybe it's a new blog post that you just released, or it could just be an offer that you have in the marketplace. You do want to put together some SEO friendly blog posts or Google Business Profile posts and get those out at least once or twice a month in order to help increase your visibility. The more posts you have, the easier it is to kind of incorporate additional SEO keywords in there. But again, Google Business Profile posts can help a lot. The second thing we want you to utilize is something called the questions and answers section within your profile. Again, Abby Fence and Deck does not have that right now, but that is because, again, they have 133 reviews. So in the absence of that amount of that many reviews, what you want to be able to work on is your questions and answers section. So here we are logging into MarketKeep's business profile, and you can see this questions and answers section here. As somebody that manages or owns your business profile, you can actually submit your own questions and respond with answers to that. So I think great things to incorporate here are questions that come up, consistently in your contact form submissions, your phone calls, or on those initial estimates with your customers. By incorporating those into your questions and answers section, it gives you the ability to be able to be found in search results when people are searching that online, and you know that they are because these are things that they commonly ask. So incorporating questions and answers is another great thing that you can be doing. Another thing we want you to take advantage of is your Edit Services tab. This is where you would go in and kind of put together we do wood fence installation, we do iron fence installation, privacy fence installation, pool fence installation. Your services and products are a great way to separate yourself from the other business profiles and help to build an authoritative Google business profile that's going to help you get into the Google 3-pack. But that is important to get yourself to the first page of search. Now again, we've covered two tactics with search engine optimization: on-page SEO, which is the keywords you utilize within your website, and then local SEO, which is your Google business profile and what we'll call local citations. The third tactic for search engine optimization is something called off-page SEO, and that really plays a difference in the role between the websites that are able to rank at the top of the search terms for fence contractor near me versus the ones that are ranking at the bottom. So if we go to the search term fence contractors in Baltimore, we understand that we need a minimum of 12 websites to link back to us. A lot of business owners hear that and say, I'm just going to get as many backlinks as I can. That's not what we're saying. Not all backlinks are created equal. What we want to be able to do is make sure that we're prioritizing ones that actually apply to us. So in this situation, we can see that Pile Fence is ranking second in search for fence contractor in Baltimore, and that's because they have 130 backlinks from 59 different websites. Those 59 different websites mainly apply back to fence contractor searches. They're included in the BBB, right, as a fence company in Baltimore. They're included in yellowpages.com as a fence contractor in Baltimore. They went out and got a local citation from the chamberofcommerce.com website for, again, a fence contractor in Baltimore. All of these type of backlinks are the links that separate the great websites from the, just the okay websites. They have quality versus quantity, and that's a key indicator in off-page SEO. The great thing is off-page SEO leaves a paper trail, so you can always figure that out. If you have any questions regarding how to rank for fence contractor in your area and you want to learn more, please feel free to fill out an SEO evaluation request from our team, and we'll have something back to you within 24 hours. But thanks again for watching this video, and we wish you the best of luck with your business. Thanks a lot, and take care.